And we're live. Awesome. Oh, that is so bright. It's too bright. Hi, it is Wednesday, February 18th, and I'm trying a couple of new things today. You got to tell me if it's working. I propped my monitor up a little higher, so I'm kind of making more line of sight eye contact, but that does also mean that to look at the chat, I'm like, woo, way down there. So if that bugs you, let me know. I also have a couple of new things brewing. I know, it's always dangerous when he's thinking. Oh no, Miller's thinking again. It's funny, I don't know what I did, but I must have hit a setting or a button or something. When I pulled up the connections, it wasn't purple, it was just like aggressively blue. And I was like, whoa, something is wrong here. Must have, pulled a cord out or something. I don't know. Looks fine now. Looks fine. Yeah, let's do it. Let's play. It snowed today. It hasn't snowed where I am for, your bug. Tyson, I always bug you though. That's the problem. Yeah, it's pretty wild that it snowed. We've been waiting for snow. We've been praying for snow, honestly. And, finally we got it. About 3 inches today. Pretty cool. In the connections puzzle today, I see heavy, crested, bad, feather, fly, tease, bantam, it's a type of chicken, topical, curl, sour, wicked, leghorn, shaving, crimp, free range, and rad. Okay, so correct me if I'm wrong, but a crested, a bantam, a leghorn, and a free range, those are all different types of chickens. There we go. Topical cream, shaving cream, heavy cream, right? Heavy whipping cream. And sour cream. Creams. Yeah, oh wow, purple? Really? Interesting. Okay, to crimp, to curl. Oh, I see the other one too. To tease and to feather. Yellow, okay. And then the green would be, man, that's fly. That's wicked. That's bad. That's rad. These are kind of retro. Am I old? I might call something fly. Pretty fly for a white guy. Chicken descriptors. Bantam, crested, free range, and leghorn. A little surprised, honestly. This one kind of, all of these just shout it out, sometimes they're a little less obvious, and sometimes they just stick out like a sore thumb. Today, even the purple was very obvious. Heavy cream, right? Heavy whipping cream, shaving cream, sour cream, topical cream, retro hair directives. Directives? That's a weird word, directives. I don't know if I'd put that there. To crimp, to curl, to feather, and to tease. Green, retro slang for cool. That's bad. That's fly. Bad meaning good. Go figure. Why did we say that? Hey, Callie, how you doing? Surprised the boxing weight classes didn't shout at you. Oh, featherweight, flyweight, heavyweight. And then what? And then leghorn weight? No, I'm just kidding. I didn't see that. No, good call. I didn't see that. Bad, fly, rad, and wicked. Nice. Yeah. Does it look like I'm looking up? I feel like I'm looking up. I'm usually down at the puzzles, and today it's pretty much exactly eye level. There's another reason I did that too. If you have followed anything on my gaming channel recently. Oh, bantamweight. Oh, that is a thing. Yeah, I have heard that. On my gaming channel, I've been playing this pinball game, and the pinball game has this weird feature where you can flip your monitor vertically instead of horizontal. And I have kind of been enjoying it vertically. I have this special monitor stand that I could I could tilt you guys sideways if I needed to. Of course, the webcam is sitting on top of it, so that's a little bizarre to do. But I could rotate it if I needed to, which could be kind of fun. A fun experiment to play vertically, but then it would show up bizarrely over here, so I'd have to kind of rework things. I don't know. We'd make it work, but on that channel I have to re-rotate it back so that it sees it as vertical rather than just, you know, skewed horizontal, but it's off. Yeah, it's kind of funny. I don't know. Playing pinball. I'm pretty good at pinball. I think once I like make it big and I'm like a rich bazillionaire, I am tempted to get a pinball machine. I think that's like if there was one thing that, like, yeah, you made it in life, right? You finally made it in life. It's not a multi-million-dollar mansion or something. It's that Miller has a pinball machine. That's what I'd want. I'd want a pinball machine. That would mean I like made it in life. So if you have access to a cheap pinball machine, I could already beat the odds, I guess. All right, 5x5 with no spaces. So we got Glenn, Olympic figure skater, who's 3-time U.S. national champion. I have no idea. Olympic figure skating. Popcorn size that might come in a bucket, maybe jumbo sized. Lies and the lying blank. Liars. Lies and the lying liars who tell them. That sounds like an Al Franken book. Close-up map. Close-up would be like topography or something. I don't know. Prepares a home for a new baby. Maybe nests? I don't know. That might be wrong. Oh. Is this one wrong? Maybe it's not jumbo. Maybe it's large. I'm overthinking this because... bold poker declaration. You're all in. I put all the chips in the middle. Only U.S. state with a one-syllable name. Maine. Even shorter ones have longer names. It's funny. Like Iowa. Where'd all those syllables come from? Orchestra section with trumpets and horns. That is brass. Great or snowy egret. I know that one. Whoa, don't change that. And then some sheet music squiggles. Rest. Whoa, hold on. No, not that. Rests. There we go. Helps to, you know, click the right button. Okay, Amber Glenn. All right, don't know who that is, but good on her for being a 3-time U.S. national champion. Popcorn size that might come in a bucket, a large. Sometimes even those large buckets have like a tear tab for a refill. You can just go and refill. Not going to lie to you, I have more than once asked someone in a theater with an empty tub, hey, are you going to refill that? And they say no, and I take their empty tub, I get all their popcorn kernels out and whatever, and then I will go and I'll ask for the refill that they never redeemed. Is that cheap of me? Am I like a cheapo? Cheapwad? Tightwad? What do you call that? I have definitely done that. Lies and the lying liars who tell them. That's so funny. That sounds like an Al Franken book. Close-up map. Oh, an inset. Yeah, you want to see the whole country. Okay, well, here's Hawaii. Inset in the map. Prepares a new home for a baby nest. Oh, I thought I'd have to change that one. That's so funny. Okay, great. Bold poker declaration. All in. All in. The only U.S. state with a one-syllable name, Maine. Orchestra section with trumpets and horns, brass. Great or snowy wading bird. That's an egret. Great egret, snowy egret. Beautiful birds. Some sheet music squiggles or rests. Awesome. Awesome. Where's the button? There it is. Go to the Wordle. Coolio. Boy, what do we play? Egret was nice. When I said egret, it made me think of another one, a heron. little bit of help. We got an O. Plots. Okay, there's an L, and the O is still not in the right place. The word that popped into my head was colic. Now, I don't know if I want to guess colic because it has a C on both ends, and that's kind of wasting a guess. It will tell me where the O goes, either at the beginning or the end. It will also tell me where the L goes. So maybe I do play this. Okay, well. Good thing. So, something O, something L. That's not an L. L. Maybe. Usually it's LL, two L's. Or something L at the end, like AL. Ooh, I almost played this one yesterday. Modal. Modal. I'm going to play it. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. It is M-O. Cool. Maybe in honor of the Olympics. Mogul. Mogul. Hey, nice. There's a great video. Hopefully you guys watched it live. I was not able to watch it live. I forget what country they were from even, but mogul skier, and just went full bore off of the started to lose it, went off the jump and was going way too fast, and then kind of had to make up while also hitting the moguls afterwards, and for whatever reason ended up going backwards across the finish line. And then just, I think yesterday or today, one of the speed skaters tripped right at the end and finished across the finish line kind of bass-ackwards too, which is kind of funny. Oh, man. Well, good luck. That does sound like a busy day. I have a busy day tomorrow, too. I got to let you know, I have a prior commitment that I've been planning for months. And then I have the final girls' game of the semester, the season, basketball season. And then Friday is completely off the table because not only do I have that basketball game, the boys' basketball game, so girls on Thursday, boys on Friday, but I am also going with a bunch of other people to take a bunch of the neighborhood kids to kind of like a fun outdoor excursion. Now I know it did just snow, right? It's going to be fun to have. There's probably a foot of snow where we're going. Who knows? Robug? Robug is not a word. What does that mean? Robug. Interesting. What does robug mean? But good on you for doing the mogul at the end. That's great. You always start with donut. I know you do. I know you do every time. Oh, boy. Alrighty. Well, yeah, we did good. Heron gave us the O. And then plots gave us the L. Still in the wrong place. And then I tried colic, which maybe was a little more risky than it should have been because there are plenty of words that still do this. I didn't have to double a C. So C at the beginning or end. And then I tried modal. I feel like I played modal yesterday. Or I tried to play modal yesterday, but I was like, no, there's already an M in the guesses, and I shied away from it. And then it was mogul. Sweet. All right. All right, Strands. Let's see what our little spangram is today. Cold competition. You were too locked in. Yeah, it's one of those ones you type it in. It's like, what? That's a word? Let's see. 0 of 6. So there's 6 words here. 5 and a spangram. Cold competition. Something winter. Winter. Winter sports. Is this a ski jump? Is that what I'm seeing here? Does that look like a ski jump to you? Maybe. How about, whoa. This is all things Olympic, I guess. Luge. How about hockey? Curling with the finger scandal, Fingergate. You know, they're talking about the Canadian guy that pushed the curling stone with his finger. How about bobsled? Snowboarding. Oh, come on. Hold on. Snow. Did I spell it wrong the first time? I'm going to have to watch the replay. Did I spell that one wrong? I must have missed it. Hold on. Now I want to see. Hold on. Let me watch the instant replay real quick. Okay, hold on. I got to see this. S-N-O-W-B-O. Oh, I missed the A. That's why. I started on the A, but then it like undid the A. All right. I always have you guys in the corner so I don't miss the chat. You know, during the Wordle, I don't look at either one, but like it's good to have it kind of in two places at once in case I need it for the Wordle. Or for the chat, I mean, if I see it move over here, then I look over here because it's in bigger font. I just look for the movement here. My eyes aren't what they used to be, I guess. It's kind of funny. My old man eyes, accommodating for just terrible sight now. Yeah, cold competition, winter sports, luge, hockey, curling, bobsled, and snowboarding. Alrighty. Letterboxed. Try to solve in 4 words. So we've got Y, I, and O, C, A, P, E, W, and L, N, V, and D. If there was a T, we could spell divination. Almost. Divine. Or we could spell D-vein. I'm going to spell divine. I'm going to do it. D. To D-vein. Like a shrimp. I can't see you. You're in the chat. If you can see me, that's a good thing. But I don't know. Sometimes my old man eyes just aren't what they used to be. Now play. Nopey. Nope. Didn't really make any progress there. Eye claw. Okay, I'm gonna write some of these words down. D-vein. Nope. I. And claw. Okay. ND. Shoot. Dollop. I think dollop has 2 L's. I'm a wealth of information. Okay, now I know to you that you're telegraphing an answer to me. Meaning I am a... I am an encyclopedia. Encyclopedia, wave. Oh my gosh, wait a minute. Wait. Wave. Wave encyclopedia. That would make a good one. That would actually make a good one. Here, let's look up chat. There we go. And we'll pull up Flapjack Night. There we go. What was it? It was good. Wave encyclopedia. All right, let's give it a shot. Spin the wheel and hope for the best. A vow? Oh, I could have done a vow. I like Wave Encyclopedia. I was just telling ChatGPT to make the image, and I said, please make an illustration for the phrase Wave Encyclopedia. No wording or letters. I'm thinking of a surfer looking up the perfect wave or something in a Wave Encyclopedia. I could have said encyclopedia a vow. That's interesting. I love those ones that you could kind of have done either. Surfer studying waves in beach study. Oh, funny. In beach study, like it's a... Love that. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is so good. This is so good. Okay, save image as. And let's go to that. Nope, not that one. This ever-growing list. This one is called Wave. Wave Encyclopedia. It's good. It's a good one. Here, let's bring this over to you for you to see. Wave Encyclopedia. That's a good one. That's a really good one. Okay, now I did say no lettering, and it did give us some lettering. It looks sort of like... Oh, what does that remind me of? That reminds me of, like, not Hindi, but I forget where. Like in the no, not in the Philippines. Thai? Do they just speak Thai in Thailand? They're all connected, you know? That's kind of a cool one. I like that one. You know, for some reason, his surfboard fits on the desktop. Maybe it's a model. Who knows? Maybe it's a model. We have an actual, like, pretty decent arrangement of the map, right? Like, that is, I mean, we're missing some countries, sure. I mean, we just went from Yemen and Oman to India all of a sudden. There's nothing in between. But Africa actually looks pretty good there. I'm a little surprised. Drinking his little morning brew. Playing on his very wide, fat phone and drawing something. This is like the, I don't know, like he's got the perfect wave. I like that one. That's pretty cool. Wave Encyclopedia. All right. Well, let's recap our answers. I think we're doing good here. Can you have AI make an image of me eating a donut or a peanut butter and salsa sandwich? Or pranking me? Oh boy. I don't know. I couldn't imagine what a prank might be coming from Tyson Price. We'll see. All right, let's recap our answers. We got we did the connections. We did the Wordle. We did the mini crossword. We did the Strands. We did the letterbox. Not in that order. Not the order that I just demonstrated them to you. I said it all backwards. But whatever. You know what? Dyslexia is kicking in real hard right now. I'm just glad to be here. I could go back to bed, honestly. Cool. Well, let's recap, right? Connections, chicken descriptors, the bantam, crested, free range, leghorn. Purple category, I was a little surprised that was the purple category because I got that one pretty easily as well. Blank cream, heavy cream, right? Like heavy whipping cream, shaving cream, sour cream, topical cream, like an ointment, moist ointment. Enough of chickens. We have seen chickens a couple of times, haven't we? Scratch and peck, and talking about what did they say? Buck? Yeah, buck. No, it's balk. Thank you. Know how to talk chicken. Retro hair directives. Directives is a weird word to say right there. I'm not all about that word. Retro hair coifs. I don't know. Directives. I have my directive to crimp your hair. Like what? I don't get why you said that. Crimp, curl, feather, and tease. Doing great, but why directives? That's strange. Retro slang for cool. That's bad. That's fly. He's fly. Rad. Wicked. Lost my 90-day streak on the 16th. What the buck? I love it. That's pretty funny. That's wholesome. That's wholesome. We're allowed to say that. What the buck? So funny. Let's see. Amber Glenn, Olympic figure skater who is a 3-time U.S. national champion. Popcorn size that might come in a bucket. A large. Right? Large with a refill. What the cluck? Also a good one. So funny. Lies and the lying liars. Who tell them? Al Franken's book. Close-up map is an inset. Nests. Prepares a home for a new baby. Yeah. The expectant mother sometimes gets nesty. They get the urge to rearrange furniture or, prepare the bedding, paint the room for the baby, right? Like get ready. That's the nesting impulse. That's a real thing. That is a real thing. Bold poker declaration, all in. The only U.S. state with a one-syllable name, Maine. Orchestra section with trumpets and horns, the brass. Especially low brass. I played low brass. Great or snowy egret, the wading bird. Beautiful egret. Some sheet music squiggles or rests. So then we flew over to the Wordle, and I tried heron in honor of the egret. I suppose I could have played egret too easily. Egret or heron. And then that gave us an O, and then plots gave us an L. Colic, risky guess, but I tried colic. That gave us an O in the right place. And then I tried modal, and I think, was it yesterday or the day before I tried to play modal? Or I wanted to play modal, but the M had already been guessed, so that didn't work. Modal, but that gave us the M and the O and the L all in the right place. And then I tried mogul. We're all thinking about the Olympics, aren't we? Cool. And then strands, cold competition, winter sports. I guess this is like a jump, like a ski jump or something. Luge, hockey, curling, bobsled, and snowboarding. Nice. Okay. And then we finished off with Wave Encyclopedia. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Wave Encyclopedia. How'd they solve it yesterday? Nightcaps and Southpaw. My son is a Southpaw. That's fun. Nightcaps and Southpaw. Nice. Good, good. Well, if you like what you see today, give this video a like. Consider subscribing because we do this every day. And yeah, I hope you guys have a good Wednesday. Catch you on the next one. See ya.